For decades, Pakistan has projected the Kashmir issue as one of self-determination. But today, the loudest voices demanding change are no longer coming from the Kashmir Valley. They are emerging from Pakistan-occupied Jammu and Kashmir, or the PoJK. The unrest in PoJK is not an isolated protest. It is the result of years of economic neglect, political disenfranchisement, and growing frustration over Islamabad's control. Inflation, unemployment, shortages of electricity and basic services, restriction on political freedoms, and perception that local resources are being exploited without benefiting the people have created a combustible situation. The protests that began over bread and butter issues have gradually acquired a political character. What is particularly significant is that section of protesters are no longer limiting themselves to demand for subsidies or administrative reforms. Some have openly questioned Pakistan's control and called for reunification of erstwhile princely state of Jammu and Kashmir. Others have raised slogans demanding genuine self-governance and an end to the rule by Islamabad. These are not yet the dominant demands of every protester, but their emergence marks an important shift in the political discourse inside PoJK. This is deeply uncomfortable for Pakistan. For decades, Islamabad has argued that people of Kashmir reject India. But when discontent grows in the territory under Pakistan's own control, that narrative begins to weaken. It becomes harder to internationalize Kashmir while struggling to explain unrest at home. Instability in PoJK directly affects India's security environment. Pakistan has historically relied on region not only for administration but also as a strategic corridor connecting Punjab to Gilgit, Baltistan and onward into China through Pakistan-China economic corridor. Prolonged unrest complicates internal security, strains governance and raises difficult questions for both Pakistan and China. The danger is that an internal political crisis can quickly evolve into a regional security crisis. History shows that whenever Pakistan faces mounting domestic pressure, there is concern that it could seek to shift attention outward, increase ceasefire violations, attempts at cross-border infiltration, or heightened rhetoric over Kashmir could raise tensions along the line of control. And at the same time, any instability near CPEC routes or Gilgit-Baltistan also carries implications for China's strategic interests, potentially drawing additional regional attention. This is why developments in PoJK should not be dismissed as routine protests. They have the potential to affect India-Pakistan's relations, China-Pakistan's cooperation, and wider security architecture of the Himalayas. The Kashmir conversation is changing. For years, Pakistan sought to convince the world that Kashmir was the root cause of the problem between two countries. Today, events in PoJK suggest that Pakistan's own side of Kashmir is becoming an increasingly difficult question for Islamabad itself. And that may prove to be the most consequential shift in Kashmir's narrative in years.